Last we left off, you all continued your search through the royal vaults, opting out of blowing up the vault doors, with Sammy attempting to crack the safe with his keen expertise and lockpicking skills. A lot was on the line as Jack stood on the pressure plate and the rest of you stood close by in the room with the dragon statues on the brink of arcane explosion. Finally, with a bit of help from inspiration, Sammy was able to crack the lock and allow you all to pour into the vault to collect what you came for. Arsis, not taking any gold, took a moment to emulate what she had just witnessed, with great success on a lesser vault door nearby, with no other purpose than to just try. Back in the front of the vault, Riker's attention was caught by a flashing red light on a desk. Tracing it back to the wall, he could hear humming and power surging through the walls as the defenses were being powered on due to Ardu's failed attempt at flying across the runic puzzle. Riker then weakened the defense constructs by cutting the power and exposing himself to the dangers of the electrical current. The constructs then leapt into action and combat started. The Redeemers Guild that came with you, choosing instead to go invisible and leaving you all behind. After a few moments of tough battle with the constructs, a new defense arrived. Royal Magician Ganrahast, Lord Magister Edwin, accompanied by a squad of Purple Dragon Knights. You all surrendered quickly after the constructs were disabled. Anything that wasn't clothing was stripped from you as you were taken into custody. Arsis told the guards that the accomplices were invisible, sending Ganrahast on a mad dash through the sewers looking for Saint, Red, and Black. You all now find yourselves in the dungeons below the royal palace. Edwin having just locked you up to go fetch the queen. You have a moment, what appears to be, to yourselves.
Before Edwin actually takes off, I'll probably look at, I'm assuming as Edwin is throwing us, is Edwin personally throwing us into the cell, I should ask first?
He was there. The guards were the ones that physically had their hands or were escorting you. He was also just accompanying them.
All right. And who has the other sending stone?
No one has anything.
Yeah,
no, I know.
Lost all of our shit.
No, I know. But I'm saying whose gear has the other sending stone? Okay, Jax. All right, so we'll probably look at everybody as we're being tossed into the cell, and make mention that, hey, we have the other stone. We can tell Edwin, and maybe it'll give us some leverage, help.
Isn't that what bringing the queen down will do? She will testify to it, and she's the queen.
This will give her the heads up that it's happening.
I strongly think we should simply let the processes that go through with everything. If she wants to let us sit here for a while, she may want to do that. Who knows? But I don't want to ruffle her feathers any more than we already have. They will find all of our stuff. They'll find the sending stone.
We won't respond without the word.
There was a
What
word.
does it matter, Sammy? Let's just get through tomorrow.
Okay. Probably about a half hour goes by. The dungeon itself is relatively quiet. Hearing the wind going through the hallways, coming through the door that you came in and into the cells, making it relatively chilly. Even though there is a straw bed laying in the corner, it is still uncomfortably cold in the dungeons. But with any stone room, noise carries, and you can hear the sound of footsteps. Not clad in armor. Slower pace. And as you eventually see come into view Ganrahast with a prisoner. Single prisoner. And as the door opens up and he is shoved inside alongside of you, Saint's previous motionless body seeming to be held by some sort of spell is now let free from that grasp as the door slams closed, and he is now in the cell with you. Ganrahast looks over to all of you. What were you thinking? Seeing the silence greeting him in return, he shakes his head.
I'm pleading the fifth here.
No, perfectly valid, perfectly valid. He shakes his head. I'm very disappointed in you. All of you. And then he slowly leaves the room. Saint, regaining his composure, kind of turns to the rest of you. Sorry about that.
So, how did you get caught?
Well, I kind of felt bad about going invisible and whatnot and leaving you all there to deal with the bots. And then I was afraid that if you did actually manage to get out of there, that you wouldn't be able to find your way back through the sewers. So a few crossroads down, I was hanging out, waiting. Red and black went on, of course. But I felt that I couldn't just leave you there, you know?
That was noble of you. Foolish, but noble.
You barely know us. What changed your mind from running?
Well, I mean, I did run. I thought to be fair, I thought I was safe there still. I didn't even hear the old man coming. I don't know. Felt manipulative, I guess. We used you to get into the vault, and realistically, it would have been a lot messier had we had to use our explosives. Probably would have got caught even sooner. But that one there with cracking the safe, and I don't know. I thought the least I could do would be to help you get away. Maybe I wasn't going to stay around and fight or nothing, but if you guys made it safe, I was going to, I don't know, quickly lead you out of there somewhere to safety.
DM?
Yeah.
Mayhaps, can I roll an insight on that?
Yeah, if you would like to.
Yeah. I completely believe every word this man says.
Rin would also like to roll an insight on that, actually.
All right, last insight on this one.
I'm just keeping my mouth shut.
Better.
And so, with the 19, your intention is to see whether or not he was truthful in why he was sticking behind to make sure to try to lead you guys to safety.
Almost almost more like, why is he being nice to us now? Like, could he be like basically
Sorry for that.
infiltrating us for Ganrahast as like a tool? Tool's the wrong word, but
No, you
know what I mean.
No, tool's an appropriate word in this
He seems like a
context.
tool.
He is a tool.
Taking into consideration the totality of the events, remembering that when you came back to the Redeemers Guild layout in the hideout in the sewers, Saint was a new face, not one of the original people that you had encountered in the sewers prior. Now, outside of the joking animosity that might have been portrayed around the campfire, he was hospitable, gave you guys beers, and then eventually even took you into the to meet Red and Black and do whatever. He hasn't
So this
necessarily.
is on brand, is what you're saying.
He hasn't necessarily done anything specifically towards you to give you pause outside of just being associated with the Redeemers Guild, with Red and Black specifically having, tried to kill you or defend themselves and kill you. Same thing. So you believe him. His voice sounds sincere.
Okay.
All right.
Be circus music for sure.
Listen. I'd appreciate it. How much have you told them so far?
Nothing.
And he runs over to the bars and kind of pushes his head up against it to be able to see out to the door in which you came in. And he quickly returns to you. Listen, I told them that I acted alone. Okay? Outside of you. Maybe you all could corroborate that story.
Seems
do what we
logical. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay. Is there anything that you need me to say? Should they try to interrogate us? That's normally how this stuff goes.
Just me, or
Nope.
Nope.
that
Oh, I was worried it was me.
What happened? Did I
John,
freeze?
Fire.
Cut her out very badly.
Oh no.
Am I?
You're back.
You're dancing.
Yeah,
now,
you're back.
yeah.
You're back.
real fast for a second. That was fun.
Yeah.
It's weird. My YouTube was buffering earlier, and I ran a speed test, and everything looked fine, and I didn't have any packet loss. So interesting. Maybe there's just some intermittent connectivity issues. What did you miss?
It sounded like you started asking about anything that we needed to corroborate, but
Yeah, that was essentially it. Was there anything that you needed me to probably going to be interrogated, or at least ask some questions or something? Want to make sure our story is straight.
Wait, when you say interrogation, do you mean like interrogation, or just asking some questions?
I don't know. I've never really been. It's all just hearsay on my part. I've never really been to prison before, or jail, or whatever this is.
A dungeon.
Yeah.
I've been
Just
in
say as
dungeons
little as
before,
you
but
can.
okay, well.
I think the less that we say, probably better.
If they bring in paladins, well, we have ways of compelling the truth out of people, so.
And their war wizards are aimed for getting inside your head. So,
If it gets to that point, just know you won't have much of a choice.
Silence is a choice, but it's a hard one.
I see. Well, shit. I guess just make ourselves comfortable. How? Gotta be real, I've never really been in trouble with the law before. What do you think they're gonna do to us?
I don't know, I've never broken into a royal vault before.
Yeah, I probably should have thought a little bit more about what I was getting myself into. Alright, well, if you guys think of anything, you know where to find me. And he just kind of goes over to the wall and slumps down and starts fidgeting with a pebble that he finds loose in the cracks of the floor.
Do I still have my brooch?
If it was jewelry, where would you have kept it?
I probably would have kept it clasped on me, probably underneath a fold in my my turtleneck.
Yeah. You were all kind of patted down. Any rings, necklaces. I think, Jack, your amulet of the devout probably would have been safe, more seen as a religious symbol. You probably would have had that.
I thought you were going to say I wouldn't have that. That makes sense. Okay.
Shit. We
You
could
can
just go.
You can have no. Different than the prayer beads.
Okay, that's what I thought you meant. You mean just my normal religious symbol? Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. That's fine.
Great, let's walk out of here. We're good. Let's go. Let's go.
Bye. I'm literally a
I
ghost.
feel like that's worse. You're just waiting to talk to the queen, but you know.
Oh yeah,
I would
no.
not to leave.
Yeah. No. Anyway. Okay.
Arsis, your robe of useful items would be also with you.
And my boots of speed.
In your boots of speed.
But my Ion Stone, obviously my bow is gone. So.
Yeah.
And equipped those.
Nice. Okay. The night goes by.
This is dumb, but can we get a long rest?
Yeah. You guys have all slept out on the hard earth before. You're no stranger to roughing it. I'll allow you to gain the benefits of a long rest.
Good, because I was at 15 HP and had used up all of my bardics, so
Nice.
I'm gonna need those.
I was also pretty hurt still.
Yeah.
I just imagine this entire time Artis is just in a corner leaning on Ardu. Just kind of like listening, but their eyes are closed or something, just looking real relaxed.
Eventually,
Strider.
Edwin, Ganrahast, and Queen Raedra all appear before your cell. The Queen looks in and she motions to Ganrahast and she points at Saint. That one. See what he knows. And it's right there, within the room, that you find the equivalent of the Zone of Truth spell being cast. war wizards have trained in this particular practice for many, many years as a matter of interrogation and also from bringing people into the prison. Jack and Rin familiar with this process. Let me...
I would like to choose to fail.
Smart.
Is there anybody that would try to resist it?
Their zone of truth is not in an area, or is it?
It is.
Because you said she was talking to Saint first, but okay.
She said, well, you haven't been asked any questions. The spell is going to be in the area, but the questions are going to be going towards Saint.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to remove him and pull off his fingernails while they asked him questions. That's what you're supposed to do.
Oh my god. Well, now I can't find the
20-foot dome, like a wisdom saving throw, I think.
Yeah, it will be a wisdom save.
I can throw my version of it up if that's the same one. I don't know if that'll help or not.
Well, it's a little bit different.
It's different?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can throw yours up because it's the same context from like verbiage. Right. But the save will be different, and the area of effect will be different.
Makes sense.
15-foot radius. I was wrong. That's okay.
Yeah, but
Still refuse. I still choose to fail.
Okay. Sammy, I know you had asked questions. Are you intending to resist, or are you going to choose to fail?
I'll fail.
Fail? Is there anybody resisting? No? Okay. Because this one specifically is wisdom instead of a charisma. Okay. As it's happening and Saint stands up, he turns to you guys. Is this that part where I won't have a choice but to tell the truth? And Ganrahast looks out. There's no point in fighting it. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, and it'd be in your best interest to answer truthfully, because you have no real choice other than that. Why were you raiding the Royal Vault? Saint just kind of looks over at you guys, and you can feel the struggle as he's wanting to come up with some form of answer outside of the truth. We wanted to steal gold. Lots of gold. How many people were there with you? Well, these guys and 2 others. What is your name? My name is John Littlejohn, but I go by Saint. What are their names? I don't really know. I've always just referred to them as red and black. What were you going to do with the money that you stole? And he looks over to you, and I'll allow everybody to roll an insight check with this one.
Oh.
All right. Getting better.
Ooh.
Okay. Jack and Sammy are the only two to really see this outside of just the normal panic of telling the truth, as now you can see there's remorse in his eyes for the deceit that you were about to hear. I'm just gonna take it home to my wife and kids and give them a life that I never had. Who do you work for? Black and red, but they're who I report to every day. And you don't know who you work for above that? What organization are you a part of?
I give the guy, I don't say anything, but I do like give the guy a look like this guy doesn't know anything else beyond what he says, and he knows it, but he's still pressing him with questions. I'm gonna glare at him a little bit with like a look of, really? Whether he sees it or acknowledges it is up to him, I guess. I'm not subtle though.
Who are you you're giving the look to Saint or to Ganrahast?
No, the guy Ganrahast. Sorry, yeah, Ganrahast.
Yeah.
The guy bullying him a bit. Like he even like can't help but like scoff a little bit when he just shake his head like very condescendingly at Ganrahast.
Okay.
Also trying to divert his attention a bit.
We'll
It's a
say
weird thing, I know.
I'm trying to figure out how it's not a direct intimidation, but I feel like that's the closest.
Intimidation does feel right, yeah.
Yeah, because you're trying to coerce his questioning.
It's not a traditional intimidation. It's intimidation meant to antagonize him at me more than actually intimidate him.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
10.
Okay. Saint continues to answer. I work for this interim. This is when Edwin speaks up, now relatively angry. At the feast, there were people that were associated with you there that called themselves the Redeemers Guild. You're saying you don't work with the Redeemers Guild, and you work with the Zentarim? The Redeemers Guild is just a front. We've deceived a bunch of people into believing that they were fighting for a good cause. The Queen speaks up. Why? What is your goal with this? I'm not the mastermind. I don't know. I just know the main purpose was to sow dissent between you all and the commoners. Ganrahast produces an artifact, holds it forward, and gives a nod at Edwin. Edwin then states very cold and calmly, John Littlejohn, you are being sentenced to death for your crimes of treason against the crown. Now would be your only opportunity for any last words that you would like to be sent to your family. Speak. Ganrahast holds the artifact a little bit closer, and you can see the panic rushing in John's eyes. Catherine, I'm sorry I'm not coming home.
I'm gonna stand up at this
Okay.
and step forward, hands out, no aggressive posture at all. There's got to be some other punishment. I mean, anything else that seems really permanent. The fact that he didn't get away and he's got valuable information.
His organization was responsible for the deaths of multiple nobles at the feast that you were at. Have you forgotten?
I'm aware. No, sir.
What is the crime or the punishment for death? For murder? Taking someone else's life?
Apparently hanging him up in the street to be stabbed multiple times. And revived. Stabbed. Revived. Sorry. No, sir. I don't mean that because he wasn't the one that caused the deaths. He could lead you to the ones that caused the death. There's a chance of redemption here. I agree that the people responsible should be punished, but we still have to find them. That's all I gotta say. You do what you think is best, and I'll go sit back down in the corner.
Saint looks at you. And then looks back to the queen to see her response. Give a persuasion.
Okay.
She pauses for a moment and looks at Edwin. No, absolutely not. You will not allow another person associated with those murderers to roam the streets. Maybe he just deals with life in prison instead. You have made some incredibly poor choices lately. First, you allow these to go into the royal vault. You gave them permission? Saint looks over at you, wide-eyed, bewildered, betrayed.
Well, he betrayed us. It's only fair. That's Sarah talking, not Arsis.
Did he? He came, like, he was waiting for us.
No, he works for the Zentrum, not the Redeemer. We were tricked that it was the Redeemers Guild bullshit. So we were betrayed just as much as he was.
Yeah, but we didn't have to tell him anything. God damn it!
He didn't. I shouldn't let him die. It's fine. I mean, he's not. Who's he gonna tell? He's gonna be in prison.
You've opened up our defenses. You've left our royal vault compromised. There's a whole wall that has a hole in it that needs to be repaired, with the most important artifact in all of the realm. They were persuasive. And I want the end of this conflict as much as anyone else. And I did what I thought was necessary, and I made the executive decision to not tell you at their suggestion, because telling you would have led to inaction. And we are now one step closer to finding out the result. This is bullshit. Say your last words anyways, in case I change my mind as I'm escorting you over to the hold. The queen looks at him and shakes her head. Two purple dragon knights come in. Edwin escorts him out in cuffs. And now it is just you, Ganrahast, and the queen. We found some peculiar items. Not we, but Edwin and the Purple Dragon Knights that had confiscated your belongings.
Yeah, I had the wand. And I gave it up willingly. As a matter of fact, I gave it up as soon as they had me. I told them exactly where it was.
Why'd you take it?
Because I wanted them to think that we were part of the organization. And I wanted them to believe that I could sell it and fence it and take money to give to the Redeemers Guild. And I didn't know that he was part of the Zentarum, and if he's part of the Zentarum, then you need to actually kill him. And I'm only saying this because I'm compelled to tell the truth, and that is how I truly feel, because the Zentarum, if they want their man out of there, they're gonna get their man out of there. And Arsis, I'm really upset at you for saying all that in the open like that, to force this to happen. And that's just because I'm in this truth, and yeah.
Rin will start just like rubbing Sammy's back. Like, he can calm down. It's okay.
First time.
Does this zone of truth actually compel you to tell the truth, or just make the words you say true? Like, you have to say the truth. If you
You cannot speak a knowing lie.
Yeah.
You don't have
Correct.
to speak, though.
You do not have to.
You
word
Which is
don't.
why,
No.
which is why before all of this,
No, and Sammy
Jack
is
warned that
word-vomiting
silence
because
is a choice.
Yeah.
Sammy is word vomiting because he's very frustrated how that whole situation just happened, and he needs to say something, and yeah.
Similar with general police tactics, simply the presence of an authority figure that most people feel that could do them harm if they didn't, speak the truth, often compels people to speak truthfully anyways.
Yep.
But this just makes it to where if you do speak, you physically can't tell a lie. Sorry. She pauses for a little bit. I spoke with Larissa. We get daily updates. We communicate every morning. There was thievery and smuggling that was happening over at one of her docks very close to her home. It was brought to her attention by you because you had found it. What were you doing there?
Following a lead?
Trying to find... Go ahead.
We found coordinates in the Black Boar's place in Arabelle. We thought maybe it would take us somewhere interesting.
Did you find anything?
I mean, only what they found. Oh, I guess she can't lie. Never mind. She will just say yes.
What did the coordinates lead you to?
That warehouse, as far as we could tell.
All of the goods were taken back to Larissa's, and after an extensive audit, trying to find the logs of who purchased or smuggled those items, we didn't find much, but we did find some concerning evidence.
I bet Dragon Egg is very concerning here in the city, or in that city.
That's been dealt with, but the concerning evidence is to be found within your belongings. Can you tell me how you stumbled upon illicit drugs?
I'm a little confused because I don't think she was there for any of that.
Yes, she was. And
No,
we
I
all
wasn't.
reviewed. Yes, you were.
I went to go get the
drugs.
guards while you guys were doing that stuff.
No, that was down in the basement. The illicit drugs were found in the main floor. And you kicked open the lock, so you were definitely there for it. And then we also reviewed at least all the stuff that we had found on the main floor later. So we all know at least about that stuff. I don't know if we all know about the stuff that the boys found in the basement.
Red wake powder found in your belongings. Also, an extremely dangerous necromantic book. Also, some beads that just so happened to match up with beads that were within the smuggled goods. Where did those come from?
I think you know the answer to that already.
Why would you take from the evidence of crime only to report it immediately after, but leave out the fact that you kept some for yourself? Have we not been generous enough for your heroics in the past? Was Larissa not generous for your reporting it? Do I need to coach her on proper decorum for rewarding people who bring forth such great evidence of crime in the city?
I can't speak for the rest of them. I'm newer to all of this, but My truth is, I don't know who to trust entirely, other than myself.
I'm thinking they just got in the habit of finding things as we were traveling out in the wilderness. Probably didn't give it two thoughts.
We've overlooked your past crimes, for lack of a better term, that Arv reported when you came back from your adventure north. Because after all, you did save us. Without you, maybe all of Faerun would be under Zuggtmoy's influence. And so that, I'm extremely grateful. Arsis, you brought up just a few moments ago something very heated, and that just jogged my memory from a guard's reporting. Quintus is dead. You were seen there that day, trying to calm the nerves of a frantic civilian. The cleric swears that they healed Quintus and he should have remained living. You all don't happen to know how he died, do you?
Silence.
Rin ain't no rat.
I think this is another one of those cases where you already know the answer.
You may not like my methods. But this realm has been under my command for the better part of 20 years. I think that I know just a little bit better how to deal with these things than you do. I have taken your consulting in the past, as I did with this heist. Have I not earned enough of your trust that I can be consulted about these decisions? If you had a problem with what I was doing, what I thought was best, what was bringing peace to the people, giving them a sense of closure of being able to face the ones that slayed their family members, do you not feel that you could have come to me rather than circumventing that and taking matters into your own hands?
I think we had felt like we had asked too much of you already.
I am a public servant. My entire role is to try to protect and serve the people of Cormyr. Whether I want to or not, I have a duty to respond. You could have come to my chambers, and you could have spoke to me, even if you wanted to come like everyone else has the opportunity to come and speak for the Queen.
If you don't mind my asking, what would your answer have been?
No. I would have said no, that he would have died when his purpose was fulfilled. And his purpose was not yet fulfilled.
You gotta
When
bring him
will it
back?
have been fulfilled then?
Well, it's fulfilled now. I
That
guess
doesn't answer my question, but okay.
when the last person left that stage, when the last ticket had been redeemed, if that was 2 years from now, that's when it would have been. Every person that wanted the opportunity that was not yours to take away.
Was it about giving everyone the opportunity or selling all of the tickets?
There was no purchasing of the tickets. They
Oh,
claimed
then forget
them
what I
just
just
by
said.
the loss of the life. Those tickets were invaluable to the people that held them, and now they're worthless, because anybody that still has a remaining ticket has nothing to show for it.
They would have just had a memory of more violence.
It would have been closure for some. The people that sought out those
cl-
tickets were the type of
Closure
people that wanted to use
or
them.
vengeance,
Vengeance can lead to closure.
but not always.
I mean, then are you saying then what the Redeemers Guild and or the Zentrum did to your noble people would be closure for them because they did their vengeance? I'm just saying violence begets violence. The more violence we read, the more violence we build. I understand stopping the Zentrum. They're bad. 100%. I can lead you to where their headquarters were. I don't know if there's anything left or if they've left, but we might be able to find some clues if we hurry. But all I'm seeing is more violence.
And we should have had this discussion before we killed Quintus. You're right, Your
That's
Majesty.
fair. You are correct, Miss Wren. We acted on emotion and a sense of guilt or duty, misguided as it was.
Hold on, let me consult a name really quick.
Our good choke on a rope.
No, I found it. Do you know why Lord Scatterhawk was killed?
No.
We could probably guess at it, but we would probably be wrong.
It's been a while since you've been in here. A few hours. Yesterday, as the guards were clearing out his royal estate, they found an entrance into the sewers from below his warehouse. And in doing so, it eventually led them to a hideout. Now, why would the people that were in the hideout below his warehouse kill him?
Maybe they were
Again,
afraid
we
of
could-
him getting close, figuring it out.
We could guess, but we could probably be wrong again.
It was worth a shot. Ganrahas nods next to her. And you, looking at Riker. What were you doing with those files?
I saw one, I read it, and I wanted to talk to Edwin about it. It was going to just be kept as a matter in the family. I wasn't going to do anything else with them.
You have a right to know. I'm not normally one for keeping secrets unless I have to, and he is your father, and you should know. Where do we go from here? What do you think is a suitable punishment for killing Quintus?
A 1,000-word essay?
How do zone of truths work with sarcasm?
He wasn't being sarcastic.
He doesn't want to die.
I will say, and I didn't describe this, and that's my fault. After she says, "So where do we go from here?" you can feel the prickling skin dissipate as the zone has been released from you. There's no more need, there's no more questioning behind it.
I'm happy to atone for any of the families, sharing the wealth, doing community service, the people who didn't get a chance to redeem their ticket. That would be a fair. If that is what's lost, we should spend time and energy replacing it.
I disagree. It's only temporary. Right now, we have a bigger situation on our hands with the Zentarim. They clearly want to see our realm in turmoil.
They have a bigger operation than we even expected. We're finding clues about them all over Mars Ember and now Suzail.
If you know anything about the Zentarim, they are an expansive network across all of Faerun. When there is opportunity to be had and money to be made, you can almost certainly bet that Zentarim are trying to capitalize on it.
Excuse my ignorance, I'm from a small town. I didn't know anything about them. So we ran into them a couple days ago. First time.
Look, if you want us to proceed, we have no problem doing that. However, he rubs the back of his neck. I still kind of stand by what I said earlier about Saint John Littlejohn. You should probably kill him because we're gonna be hard pressed to do anything else.
Or, if, as you say, Sammy, and the Zentarim are definitely going to try and spring him, use it.
Yeah, but if he gets out, we don't
He's
get any.
a small fry. The only names he knew were Red and Black.
If he sees us,
If he gets out and tells everyone that we were actually working for the crown, then the Zentarim will be after us like they're going to be after us if we investigate them. What's the difference?
I do kind of hate the violence and the turmoil that they're drafting up for their own greed. I'm happy to whittle them down as much as we can.
They're playing on the needs of the people of this. The poorest and the hungriest are the ones that they're recruiting, and they're manipulating them, and they have to be stopped. So we're about to make an enemy out of them one way or the other.
There will be no one coming for John in the prison. And even if they did, no one has broken in or out of that in a couple hundred years. There have been precautions taken to prevent that.
Yeah.
From what I understand, Larissa has been working on a lead. She looks at Canrahas and then turns back to you all. Your punishment will be as follows. Any stolen objects will be confiscated. And due to a matter of national security, she looks at Canrahas one more time and he nods. You will no longer have access to our transportation network. Until you've regained some of the trust then we can revisit that.
More than fair.
Canrahas produces from underneath of his robe your Ion Stone. This is a very nifty thing that you found. And he hands it back through the bars.
Take it back.
You know, there's real history in that. Netherese Arcanist first created.
I didn't know anything about it. It was just a fun thing that floated above my head when I concentrated on it.
One second. They made all sorts of different varieties of them. I have a few that I keep in my office, but I was drawn to yours. I haven't seen one just out in the wild in quite some time since I saw yours, and then, of course, when we confiscated it, I noticed it right away.
You could have asked to see it any time.
Oh, it's all right. I don't like people touching my magic items. Personal. Anyways, and he opens up the door to the cell. Off you go.
Just to be clear, you want us to go back to the Redeemer's Guild and pick back up to you? Or do you want us to go someplace and do something else?
The Queen well, the hideout below Scatterhawk Warehouse was raided. Some people were captured. So I don't think you'll be able to go back there. You could try to rejoin them, whether or not they would trust you, given that we most likely found you. If they left you in the dust, then you could try to come up with a convincing story if you want to, but it would probably be a stretch.
Well, they left when the robot showed up. With some creative storytelling and a little bit of visual aid, we could probably just say that we got away from them. had to go rest up and limp our way back, but
And you
fires us.
put out a notice for 5 unknown individuals.
If we become
Or 7 unknown individuals with
Sammy, if we become fugitives according to the realm, even if the Queen and Gannerhas know otherwise, we can't go back to Marsember under our current state. We can't proceed with any of the investigation that we've been doing there the way
I
that
think
we've
that's
been doing
why
it.
Sammy was saying unknown. That way, it doesn't necessarily link to us.
but the Redeemers would know that it was us.
The Redeemers would assume we were on the run, and if we were still being out in public, not on the run, it would blow the cover. We would have
Exactly.
to act like fugitives, which I think that is not the way to go. I think we just have to try and tackle them head on.
I will say in this particular instance, you are welcome to follow either of those paths. Should you need me to draft up some wanted posters, we can. Though the crime would likely remain anonymous. We don't want people to know that there was an exposure to the Royal Vault. We're already going to have to do some massive renovations to the city sewers to reroute it far enough away that we do not have that same vulnerability.
Uncovered a vulnerability for you.
It's been there since the existence of the palace, but
But they didn't take anything crazy. Mostly just a little bit of gold. I don't know if they got anything from.
that was always the risk. You informed me of that. Though Edwin didn't like it. 20 or 30,000 gold pieces is a hefty ransom to pay for the information that we gained from it. But at least we're not chasing the Fire Knives or Redeemers Guilds and focus solely on the Zentarim. Okay. I don't have any more need for you here. Try not to break any more laws in the name of whatever reasoning you saw fit to steal. You can ask. You have incredible sway. Whether you want to believe it or not, you don't have need to pilfer and pillage, even from thieves. Because if you stole it from them, odds are they stole it from someone else. I won't lecture you anymore. You, looking at Riker. Sure you have things that you want to discuss with your father for pretty obvious reasons. You can understand that that document is going to be going back into the vault. Hopefully you got a good glance at it. Or at least enough to start the conversation. The rest of you may go. Riker, stay just one moment.
I'm gonna squeeze out of the cage, and then Artie's gonna fall behind me. But I'm gonna walk up to Gander House, like, "Hey, where's the rest of our stuff?"
Oh, absolutely. Here, I'll take you to it. We'll leave them to be. I almost forgot. We wouldn't want to keep all of those luxurious magical items that you have found over your adventuring careers. And
But a lot of those legitimately count.
and he winks at you. I was an adventurer once too, you know.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I had
Don't
to
say it.
physically stop myself from saying it.
Oh, was this before I took an arrow to the knee thing?
Yes!
Thank you.
We're just playing for getting married all the times.
Uh,
At least that's the rumor.
oh wow, I didn't even think of that. Like a ball and chain type deal, but only yeah. Huh. Interesting. Okay. In the
That's
rest,
the internet rumors. Yeah. We'll follow Ganderhast. We can like kick puppies.
we'll continue with you going forward. As you're walking down the long hall and taking a few different staircases, Ganrahast's mood shifts to moderately light, considering all the recent events. You know, I probably would have done the same thing if I were you, trying to infiltrate a thieves' guild of sorts, and sometimes you have to do some ugly things. Though I probably would have killed Quintus when I had the chance the first time, rather than waiting until it was in the city, being used by the Queen for different purposes, but I agree with you, it was a
Well-
little bit brutal.
We thought that redemption was at hand for him, or some form of, I don't know, justice. The end just didn't feel like justice.
I think the biggest mercy that we could have given him was a swift death. I had the opportunity to speak with him out there on the platform, and being alone like that with your thoughts does things to a man. Or a woman, of course. He was in greater
He was
pain than just physical pain.
He was broken. Cruel.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you realize that a cause that you've devoted half your life to is nothing but a farce, or something that you didn't even have any true control over.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't.
A little bit closer to your mic, big dog.
Damn it! To be fair, it really wasn't a farce. And up until the moment that we stopped the ritual, who knows what could have happened? To what ends that this would have been carried out to?
Yeah,
He was
but
a
it's
tool,
like
though.
worshipping Cyric or Bane or any of those other. Sure, they're real just like anything else, but everyone knows the bad guys always lose in the end. It's not a cause worth fighting for. Anyways,
And now we're just fighting people.
well,
Fighting angry people.
people sometimes can be arguably more dangerous than gods. They can manipulate all the same. You find when you're speaking to another person, you know, similarities between you see the human in them. Your I don't know. I'm just rambling. Here are your things, and he kicks open a chest, and you can find all of your belongings except for anything that was pilfered from the most recent outing in Marsember. So the beads, the Red Wake, the Necromancer book, the sword, I think, as well, that was in there.
Yeah.
Any of those things. And even if you can't,
Question.
go ahead. Yeah.
The iron flask. I don't know if that was an item that was inventoried or if that was on somebody's belonging.
I think that was on Sammy's belonging.
But yeah, the iron flask would have also been flask would have also been confiscated.
Okay. Bye, iron flask. I wish I could have used you.
A narrative reason to have you all now start traveling by land again.
I was gonna say, yeah. Except, so Jack did get the prayer beads with Windwalk back? Nope. That's what I thought. Okay.
You got your amulet of the devout, but not the Windwalk beads.
Not that one. Yeah, I figured as much when you were like, oh, and no teleportation? Yeah, he has landing counters for us.
Tired of us fast traveling.
I think the sending stones were also technically part of that,
Where?
but since the queen has one, maybe she kind of wants to keep in contact with us. I don't know.
Maybe they're just for an inventory.
Yeah, we can. It was in your secret pocket.
No, I'm saying that they just happened. It was just some guys sending stones, but they weren't part of the inventory of the hall because it was just the way they communicated.
Yeah, I'll say you guys can have the sending stones.
Nice.
Those are harmless enough. Okay.
You can unclench now, Charlie. Unclench.
It's all right.
Fine.
All right.
Riker.
Sorry, Jack. Jack needs to.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, no.
Riker's in trouble. So is his dad.
We're all just a trouble soup. It's okay.
It's all right. And we're just marinating at this point in our own troubles.
She turns to you. I have no doubt that you'll be able to have a conversation with your father. And as he's already informed me that you are aware of this document and the contents within, he has agreed to speak with you, though he's not going to be happy about it.
Have you ever seen him happy?
I have. Would you like to know when?
Wow. Sure.
He was young. He was in love. He was a purple dragon knight at the time, and even though he was not wealthy by any means at the time, he had a child come into this world. It's all he would talk about for weeks, months. When you were walking, when you would speak.
And then I take it years later, he just kind of stopped talking.
It's a stressful position. It's a lot of people that depend on your father. It hardened him.
Make no mistake, I understand, but that doesn't make it right.
I didn't say that it did. But he is very good at his job. He's been offered multiple chances to retire. I'm not going to fire him. Everyone has the free will to make their own mistakes, and while I think he makes the mistake of squandering his opportunities at a happy life with his family and building a genuine rapport with his only child, he has chosen his life, and the realm is better because of it. So I'm sorry if that's caused you any trouble, but I wanted to make myself available privately in case you had any questions for me. Because obviously you know that with that information in our royal vault, we were aware of it.
I guess I just really want to know what happened.
If that's all the more that you want to know, I'll allow him the first opportunity to give you that information. If he does not part with the information willingly, as he said that he was going to, then my door is open and I will share with you any information that you feel that you need to know.
I appreciate that, but as I said, I kind of just want to keep this in the family.
If you need any counseling.
Oh, I get enough counseling from Mr. Herc. I think I'll be fine, but thank you.
All right. Your service is... Go ahead.
And for what it's worth, I don't plan on telling just anyone about this. As I said, I think it's important to keep it a private matter as much as we can.
It's commendable of you. I'm always here if you need anything. I won't keep you any longer. Your companions are probably waiting.
Well, thank you for all that you've done.
I try. I really try.
I know. Only so much you can do.
And she nods and starts walking, I imagine, alongside you for a little bit until your paths diverge, where you go up the stairs and she continues forward. And as she just gets to the point to where she's almost out of view, rounding the corner, she stops. She says, "And Lucian, be safe, okay? Above all else, regardless of your father's demeanor now, he would be absolutely devastated if anything ever came of you."
Riker just looks at her for a second, but then looks back to his path and continues forward.
Okay. Winding your way up the stairs and eventually following the noise of Ganrahast recounting his tales of dragon slaying to the rest of the group, sharing adventure stories, you would eventually reconvene and he would escort you to the doors. Just because you can't use our teleportation anymore doesn't mean you're no longer welcome within the palace. You just need an appointment now, which you can make with the guards right outside should you need anything.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day. The door, large door, shuts as the wind from the massive door kind of blows all of your hair back as you're looking at it.
Oh goodness.
An awkward tumbleweed just rolls by.
It's the part where like you bend over and you're breathing heavy because you've been like holding it back the whole time, and it's just like a huge relief. Oh.
Well, that couldn't have gone better, I think.
Could have gone a lot worse.
We could be all dead right now.
For example,
Here.
yes.
Just like you said we would be. And I was thinking about this while sleeping in that prison cell all night. I owe you all an apology for my behavior. I was a weak moment for me, especially you, Rin. I didn't mean to trivialize your time in prison if I did. Comparing other people's trauma is the sign of weakness, and I was weak. So I am sorry.
I don't take it personally. We all have had dark moments. You got through this one, you'll get through the next, and it'll be with us.
I appreciate that. And now that I know that the Redeemers were just the Zentarum in disguise, any conflicts I had are gone.
What a disappointment, am I right?
Yeah, I did not see that one coming. I
knew
wanted
those
to
guys were
believe
shifty.
so badly that they had good intentions, even if some people were maybe manipulating them, but I didn't guess the whole organization was.
Well, I mean, the ground level individuals, they believed in the ideology of it, and they wanted to see actual change. Whether
Yes.
they were in a position to actually do anything is entirely different.
Right. I agree with you, and yes, the Zentarum is manipulating people at the ground level. I just thought the level where people were being shifty, selfish bastards went higher than Saint, Red, and Black, but apparently the rot went deeper than I thought.
Well, so my idea was that we look like we just got out of a fight. We limp back over to them and say that we barely escaped with our lives or some story, and see if we get back, if we get close to
The
Red.
Zentarum. Trying to think about the Zentarum other than I was vaguely investigating them when I was looking for that medication, but I didn't know who it was specifically. Yeah, no, I was investigating them when I first joined this campaign. It was them that I thought was the Black Boar.
What do you wanting to?
Mostly just in the idea that like us trying to hide our intentions from the Zentarum at this point. That it's when I know enough about them in terms of they have ears everywhere, and I think we just have to assume that they know we were trying to play them, which is why they played us so well.
I was gonna make you do a roll, but you actually just hit the nail on the head. You get the feeling that they knew who you were and how to twist your personalities to benefit them, with asking them to help raid the vault.
Can we go and swinging?
No and yes. Not right to where their hideout was, because let's be honest, they're definitely not there anymore. You're right about that. But we have to figure out, we got to find another way to find them. But infiltrating them isn't going to work as us.
Well, the Queen
Not a
said
second
that
thought.
Rin's sister had a lead.
That may
Yeah,
be our best
so-
bet.
I know she's been waiting to invite us to a dinner. Maybe that invitation will be there when we get home.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
How far of a trek is it from Suzail to Mars Emperor?
Oh, you look too excited about that.
30 miles.
Oh, that could be done in a day.
A rough day, but yeah.
That's a long fucking day if we're on foot. That's like
That's why you have horses.
I think D&D,
We might, yeah. I think buying some horses.
D&D says that you can do 25 miles in a day. I believe what the DM screen says.
Like in 24 hours.
It's 25 miles in a day, like, but
With the long rest. So it's like 12 hours of travel plus 8 hours of sleep or whatever the math comes to.
I think standard traveling speed is 20 or 8 is 18.
just assume 2 days.
Let me find it while you guys are talking.
I'll be right back. I'm grabbing something to drink.
Oh, are we doing a pee
Yeah.
break?
Yeah,
We
let's
are
do
at an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, it's
Not
about
bad time.
Okay, let's do a pee break.
Pee break.
I wanted to comment that you're
Yay!
wearing like a really strong white stripe down the middle of it. It looks super cool.
My beard, I know.
Yeah.
I'm
No, it's
glad
cool.
I'm glad you like it, but I personally I hate it. Like
Steven doesn't
You're
think-
getting old.
I
I
wish
found one gray hair once and I panicked and cried.
I don't mind the gray, but I don't know why. I hate that it's not like peppered throughout and it's just a perfect line.
Oh, I think it's cool. It's very
Oh,
Doctor
thanks.
Strange.
Thanks. Yeah, I guess that is. I don't know. Maybe I just
Yeah,
need to
think of
style
it
it
that
better,
way.
or I need to get like a single stripe in my hair to match it or
yeah, I
something.
think you need to bleach one little chunk and like get it really nice and grayed out, so you've got symmetry.
Right. That wasn't so bad.
No, that was pretty nice. Now I want to know what you had in mind for us.
That was the D&D adventure equivalent of the lightest of slaps on the wrist.
Don't do it again.
So now that it's over, I can tell you that was always like the normal case scenario. But when I was explaining it to my peers at work, they were like, "You should never take magic items away from your party after you've given them to them. They're gonna be really, really mad." And I was just like, But like they stole them and they're gonna get found, and I was
Recent ones that appropriately were like stolen and retaken back because we got captured. That's fucking
Honestly, John, like you surprised me with the deep cut there. I thought it was really, really well done. To be fair, like to pull that out, like none of us were thinking about that, and to pull that out and be like, "Hey, we know you took those things. We saw them in your shit. Oh yeah, fuck. Oops."
right.
That was actually, I thought that was a really cool callback to a couple sessions ago in a way that was very unexpected.
Oh, good.
But Arsis didn't have any stolen goods on her. Mhm.
That is true. I do not believe. I don't. Yeah, you did not have any stolen goods on you.
I didn't take anything from the vault, and I didn't take anything from from the warehouse.
All right. You are correct. Fast pace is 30 miles. -5 penalty to wisdom scores while you travel.
Which with our insane perception is not, because it's basically we don't notice as much stuff. It's gonna put us at normal perception range.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, you technically could get from Suzail to Mars Ember in 1 day's travel with horses. I guess even walking, because I don't think they differentiate the speed between just.
I think it's a little bit faster with horses, or we'd be a little less tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, forced march. It's a pretty grueling day.
Oh, that's what it is. You would end up having to, roll a DC for Constitution, but with horses, I think that negates it. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom for real now after I've looked that up, and I will be right back.
How you holding up?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just snacking on mini dried apple cinnamon bites.
I had an ice cream sandwich before I had my soup for dinner, so got my trade in.
Nice. My work randomly bought us ice cream because our warehouse is so damn hot.
We had I think I told you about this. We had that picnic on Friday, and it's like jet skis and alcohol and tacos.
Oh right. Oh wow. Yeah, that's right. That's
That was a
fun.
work. I got paid for that. That was a work party.
That's
Where
crazy.
we had to be clocked in for it, and it's just like, this is what I'm doing today. I'm just doing a work party. It's a lot of fun. One of my maintenance supervisor accused me of doing something that I didn't do, and then yelled at me, and then doubled down on yelling at me. And I was just like, I'm having a terrible day. And my boss was like, go home early. And I'm like, okay, we'll go home.
That
I cried.
sucks.
It
I'm
was awful.
sorry.
Yeah. Apparently, he's in Alaska trying to be on vacation, and our maintenance department's burning down. And I was unaware of any of that stuff. I'm like,
Oh geez.
but yeah, like he accused me of doing something. I'm like, I didn't do the thing. You had asked me not to do it. I didn't do it. You assigned it, but I didn't do it. So. As one of the maintenance guys was giving him flack for something. Well, Sarah said I need to work on this. I'm like, I never said that you had to work on this. I asked when you'd be done with it so that I could do the next steps.
Yeah. Some people, I know, believe me.
His job's really hard. Like, for the most part, I adore him. It's just like the last couple times he's talked to me, it's been really not nice. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to help you by doing all this stuff that's technically your job.
That sucks.
The other thing was going to be
So if we had fucked up real bad and like refused to tell the truth or be less cooperative, what would you have done?
oh, you guys would have
Sammy
been
had his way.
you guys would have been in prison for a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna
like
say,
in
we had a time
the
jump for a
prison
year.
in the prison. Like that I
Ooh,
think I actually put that in so there was like truths and lies in that massive post that I put in there of different options of taking magic items versus if you guys refused to talk at all, you would have been sitting in prison, and we would have had some prison montage for a couple days with some gang drama, and there would have been a time skip and the world would have been much different after you left, with the Zentrum having their way with things and you guys not being around for it. Also, the other thing, had Arsis not stepped in and rolled relatively well on her persuasion, you would have been forced to attend a public execution, since the other public execution that was going to be there was going to be taken away.
Thanks, Arsis.
Yeah, I avoided having to watch a public execution. You're welcome. I feel like that's a good thing.
That would
Yeah,
have been
that
a great
was a
show
good
to
thing.
go to. I'm kidding.
No. Did you do your weird raven magic stuff? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ew.
Tell me all your shit before you die.
Hey, do you have any deep, dark secrets?
Can you imagine all the
have
emotions
some
that are
feelings
going
about what's
through him
happening to
right,
you right
then
now?
and there? Oh my god. It would have been amazing.
I love how this is all for you, Sammy.
All right.
It's honestly because he stayed behind and tried to help us. It's the only reason Arsa stood up is because there was a modicum of decency in this fucking manipulative liar. It's like you stepped up for us. I feel like we need to step up for you.
Yeah, Rin was probably 30 seconds behind Arsis on that one. She was happy that he came
I know, I
back.
think I
That was
messaged for you at the moment. I was like, I don't like this. And she's like, nope.
Okay. With the rest of your time, it is relatively early in the morning as you sat and actually, I guess we'll say it's around 10 a.m. What do you do with the remainder of the day?
I guess we start walking back to Mars Emperor. Or go buy horses.
We go buy horses first, and then we start trotting to Marsember.
I know, Mr. Riker, when did you...
It wasn't going to be today.
Okay.
So yeah, he'd probably just go with to Mars Emperor, thinking about how he's going to approach this.
Okay. All right. Do you want draft horses, riding horses, or war horses?
I think riding horses are the most appropriate for what we need.
Yeah.
Horses, preferably.
Cheapest horses.
Calculate. Well, the cheapest horses are draft horses.
They're
We have
slower.
money. We have more than enough money for horses. Or
Wait,
other
guys,
horses.
how about we all get donkeys?
Elephants,
Aw.
guys? Think big. Elephants.
I always wanted a camel.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
I don't need a horse, by the way.
I was gonna say, can't you ride a dragon?
Yes, I can. But you never met Halongaday. You never met Halongaday.
Oh,
so.
that's right. You
That's
didn't.
so true. Ugh. You briefly met Dawnstar, but you never got Halongaday.
Okay, so 75 plus 10 for the saddle. 75 plus 10 times 4. 340 gold pieces from whoever.
Party inventory?
Party
Sounds good.
inventory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry, how much was that again? 340?
340.
Hold on, guys. We're getting 3 horses, right?
4?
Or
4? Oh, that's right. 4. There's 5 of us. Okay. Do we want to up this up and get a wagon as well?
well, we can always
Why?
buy a wagon and one horse, or buy a wagon only and have our dude.
Well, no, we get the wagon and then we tie the horses to that.
Well, I'm saying we only need one horse to drag a wagon with y'all in it.
But we can look extra fancy with.
But we don't need a
4
horse. We have a
horses.
dragon.
Like, are you talking about like
Are you talking about a carriage or a
Fancy
wagon
carriage?
that, yeah.
I mean,
You thinking like a
wagon, carriage.
Cinderella carriage with the 4 white horses?
I mean, I'm a carriage. Okay,
want-
a
you
carriage
want a
is in
princess
there. I
carriage,
skipped right
Candy?
past it.
Do you want a princess carriage? Is that what we're hearing?
I would prefer not having to ride on a
Princess?
horse all day long.
Princess Sammy.
Wait, how much is a carriage?
100
gold
gold
princesses.
pieces. So you
I
could
mean, it
probably
would be
buy
cheaper to
2
get, like-
horses, 2 horses and a carriage would be, I don't know, 50, 150 plus 100, so 250. It'd be cheaper to have 2 horses and a carriage because you wouldn't need a saddle for your horses. So you could definitely go for a carriage if you would like.
Look at that, and I'm economical. You are welcome.
But if we get ambushed on the road, then we only have 2 horses.
Yeah, but you know, then we
And a
put some
dragon.
arrows in eyes, and then we're okay. So then we're good.
You're good. Oh, well, you're okay with bow and arrow, but I don't know. Riker has a fire cannon. It would set the carriage on fire.
That's fine. You could put a
I mean, I
fire
can make it
bolt.
fire, or I can just use it as a regular, like. cannon.
He can push an object through somebody's eye.
All right. Which
Or just
one are you
fireball
going
carriage. I
for?
can do
4
that too.
horses or 2 horses and a carriage?
Get the horse and carriage.
I don't care.
Okay.
Do whatever
Yeah,
makes
horse
you
and
happy.
carriage is more economical.
All right, so
We're
250
just gonna argue
gold
for the
pieces.
economics.
Better for the environment, guys.
As
There you go.
Also,
250
I don't know how
removed
big-
from party inventory.
okay. It comfortably seats 7. So Ardu can ride and take up a little bit of space with Arsis, should you choose to, if you wanted to.
Absolutely not.
Okay,
No.
so it's just going to be 4 people. Go ahead.
Not.
As somebody pulls around, you spend a few hours shopping for it, and then also it takes them a little while to get the carriage and the horses tied up and ready to go. Person comes out. Well, we can sell you An escort service, if you want, someone could drive this carriage here for you. I could make myself available for a day trip to where are you heading with this?
I think our friend Arsis here is very good with animals. She could probably drive it, no problem. But thank you, very kind.
All right. Well, just be careful with these wheels. And he slaps them. They're lined with iron to be a little bit more sturdy. But I wouldn't go on super rough road with it. Try to stick to the main path. This right here, and pats it, and it starts going over the features of this carriage, and then steps in, opens up the door and pulls up a hatch in the bottom. And if you want, I could get some ice and fill it up into that there box, and I could add another bottle or something if you're interested in enjoying your ride wherever you're traveling to.
I think we can take care of our own business now.
We've got
Thank
plenty
you.
of water. It's fine.
We appreciate all the assistance, but just the carriage and the horses is all we need.
You need any feed or anything? I sell
No.
bags of feed. Nope.
We're fine.
All right. And going through the typical upsell of trying to add any sort of amenities or features into this purchase. All right.
God, are we at a used car salesman? Like, God
Yeah,
damn.
we're a used car
Carriage
salesman.
salesman.
Sorry, carriage salesman.
I'm about to do that thing where I push the old man along and I'm about to kick him in the ass to keep him going. I was like, get out of here.
Oh, get.
Go on, get.
Alrighty. And he graciously accepts the 250 gold pieces, takes the coin and bites it just to make sure that it's real.
I would
I know
like.
nothing about carriages. I want to inspect it and make sure it's as good as he says it is.
It's not. Because he's a salesman. But I'd like to talk to the horses.
Okay. As you take the 10 minutes while everyone else is loading their gear into the carriage and Sammy is diligently inspecting, make an investigation check or a perception check depending on how thorough you're intending to inspect this carriage to see if it's...
Because I know shit about it, I will roll the lower one.
die.
Holy shit, Jesus Christ, that was hard to say. There you go.
Okay.
And the seams for bombs, buddy.
You can definitely tell that there is some wear and tear on this carriage, and you can even see where it appears that the wheels have been fixed from previous damage. You feel that you could probably get 1 or 2 trips out of this thing before you have to start replacing parts. Well, such is life. You're still at the place if you want to try to do something about it.
Kick his ass.
That man gave us a lemon.
He did.
Arsis, speaking with animals, you can tell that one of them has a very calm demeanor. The other one, feet moving, heads turning. We're finally leaving the stables. We're leaving the stables. We're gonna go on an adventure. Where do you think we're gonna go? Where do you think we're gonna go? And the other one's just like, I don't care. We're just going. It's gonna be fine. Oh my gosh, I hope you think we're gonna see some other horses on the road.
Can I talk to the guy about our choices of horses to see if there's any other options available, or is it only 2 horses that we have?
Yeah, you
Walk
can
down.
see. Yeah,
Okay.
there's stables everywhere. Or I mean, not the stable. There's horses everywhere in the stables. You can see at least another dozen or so horses that
Is
are.
there any horses that match the neurotic one's energy, or at least gets close to it?
The
You
excited
have
one.
to have Bert and Ernie. You can't have just Ernie's.
Because one of them
Oops,
will
all
cause everyone to
Ernies.
get lame, and they won't keep pace with each other, and it's a bad match. It's just a bad fit.
Looking in, because the stables are open, you can wander in if you want to. Looking around, give me a perception check, or describe conversation starters that you would have with these horses to try to test their personalities.
For something that's eager to go, something that wants to be out in the world, that wants to have motivation to travel. So I'd be like, do you like getting out in the world? Where's your favorite place to be? Things like that would be kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who's just as excited, not just quite as excited, but excited to leave.
Yeah.
And wants to work and is easily motivated by food or something.
Yeah, with your role, you actually find one that seems rather bummed that they weren't picked to go. And as you start to ask, you can tell that they become more perked up. I'd do anything to get out there on the road again. Oh man, the last time that I was going, I went all the way up to Arabelle, and it was the most beautiful scenery. The roads were tremendous, and being around the trees. Oh geez, the smells. You just smell the smells.
Okay, I'll pet his muzzle. What right here? We'll get you out there again. And I'll walk over to the guy and be like, I'd like to make a trade. I would like to switch this horse and this horse out, please.
Can I ask why you want to trade horses? I gave you the two best horses we have, of course.
Oh, because he doesn't want to go. He does.
You want to go, don't you, buddy? And he pets the horse that's in like a dour mood, and you can hear the horse makes a noise to the person that's touching him, but to you hear, "Get your hands off me."
Oh, he doesn't like to be touched like that.
What are you, some kind of horse whisperer or something? I've been working with these horses my whole life. I grew up on this here.
Birds, frogs, cats, dogs. Party trick.
That horse right there. See this? And he points to some white spots on this otherwise brown horse. Those right there. Those are racing spots. That'll be a little bit, that horse right there is a little bit more expensive. Normal fee's about 75 gold, but this one...
Tell me that you gave us the two best horses you had?
Yeah, best horses for pulling a carriage. You don't want a racing horse pulling a carriage.
There is no way that horse is a racing horse. Look at his haunches.
He's got the fast spots.
Oh, look at his haunches. If that horse is a little bit cross-legged, if you put him on a
red and he goes, "Wah!"
he's gonna lose. You're gonna lose a lot of money. You should give him to us, and we'll take good care of him.
Well, I stand to make a lot more money if you give me an additional 15 gold pieces for that there spotted horse.
Oh, I don't think that horse is worth the 15 gold pieces. I think that horse is worth the same amount we already paid.
But you just said that horse is better than this horse because the haunches or whatever.
I said that horse is dangerous on a racetrack and that he wants to go on an adventure, is what I told you. I didn't say it was better.
Listen, you're talking real fast. I'm a little bit slower than that, okay?
I can get Miss Wren over here to talk to you if you'd like.
Hey, some of these
Rin
spokes
is
look a
like-
little iffy over here. Like, how often has this cart been out on the road?
Yeah, we can go ahead and swap that horse out for you real quick. Get you on your way. The spokes are fine. Here, I got. Hold on, I'll be over there in a little bit to look at it. And he begins helping take the other one out.
I could also take over the unhitching and hitching part of all that stuff for him.
Okay. You really know your way around these horses and stuff. Can you really talk to them?
100%, sir.
Can you come
It's
here?
also racing stripes, not spots.
Is this rot
It's
good
like-
over here, or is this a structural problem?
So when the spots move fast, they turn into stripes. That's how you know they're fast.
I didn't know that. Hey, if you can really talk to horses, can you come? Can you come here? I'll tell you what. If you help me out, I'll replace your wheels with some better wheels since he's having a hissy fit back there. But if you can really talk to horses, I need you to do something for me real quick.
All right, but you gotta hurry.
All right,
Where we
come
go?
here. And he leads you back into the stables. And as you go back, you are met with a pitch black horse. It's, I don't know, what do you call, is it still a mane? Is it the hair that goes down the back?
Yeah, maybe.
The mane just kind of parting over one eye.
Oh, it's Spirit.
It's this horse.
Black Beauty is that's the horse. Yeah, horse is grown up. Sorry.
No, you're fine. He goes, look at this horse. He's a demon.
Beauty.
He is rotten to the core. I need you to tell him that I hate his guts, and if he ever kicks me off of his off the saddle again, I'm gonna make him into patties. I'm gonna churn him into glue, and he's gonna be dead. You tell him that. I need him to hear it.
All right. I'll walk up slowly to the horse in question. I'll push that guy back a bit, give him away. And I'll be like, hi there, what's your name? Or what do you like to be called?
Flips his hair like the picture that Rin showed. They call me Shadow.
Hi, Shadow, you're gorgeous. I just, there's a little bit of issue with the gentleman over here who runs the stable.
Your tone doesn't sound like you're telling him that I'm gonna chew him up and spit him out if he ever does that again. You better put some harsher inflection on that tone.
Shut up and let me work. Back to the horse.
Okay.
Sometimes it's like name.
Yeah.
However, stupid animals work.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I see you got some issues with the stable owner over here. He's quite mad at you.
What can I say? I'm a wild spirit. I can't be tamed.
I mean, would an apple do it?
I'd do some things for an apple. What kind?
Whoa.
I guess I'll see what kind we can get you before I leave. All right. What other things motivate you so that we can get you settled in with a nice, beautiful family that can really appreciate your beauty?
I like being in the dark forest, alone with my thoughts.
Buy that horse.
I almost spit out my water.
Oh my god.
Sir, how much are you asking for this one?
I will tame that animal. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That horse is not for sale.
He said the horse says that he will break both of your legs the next time you touch him. So I don't think you will.
I thought I'm not asking you to negotiate with it. I would just want you to tell it that if he doesn't do what I say, I'm gonna make him into glue, and then use
Then
that
you
glue
won't have
to.
a horse. And I mean, like he'll be more useful with us. I'd give you 100 gold pieces for him right now.
That's more than I charge for normal riding horses, he says under his breath. Why do you want him so? What's he telling you?
He's telling me about his secret aspirations to live in the dark forest.
Is there treasure out there in that dark forest? What's he know? I don't think I'm gonna find another horse whisperer. I think we're done here.
Or you don't want 100 gold pieces.
Ah, God.
I will pull out my satchel and I will start counting out the gold pieces in front of him.
100 gold
Broken
pieces.
ribs, but awfully expensive.
Yeah, I'm still healing from the last time he bucked me off.
98.
All right. You can have him. But will you just make sure you tell him that
You hate him.
I hate his guts and that I hope he breaks a leg.
Okay. I'll turn around and I'll say the exact verbatim to the guy, the horse. He hates your guts and he hopes that you break a leg. So I'm going to take you and we're going to go on an adventure. Is that good?
He wishes I even cared about what he thought of me.
I think you're better. You know what? Let me introduce you to my friend Ardu. I think you're going to really like him. You willing to come with me? We're going to go out in the forest.
I told you, lady. I can't be tamed.
I'm not trying to tame you. I just got some apples and an adventure to go on.
Just a lone horse looking for that waterfall. I was by one once.
Waterfall.
I'd like to return.
All right, Mr. Shadow. Happy to oblige, but you just have to kind of stick with me until we're at least out of town.
All right.
I'll take the 100 gold from my inventory and I will lead Shadow out towards the carriage.
You hear the other ones. Oh, no, not him. Oh, God. Even though they were super excited and now Shadow's coming out.
He sucks.
Yeah. He's
No, it's okay, guys.
he's no fun at all. He's harsh and the mellow.
It's all right, guys. It'll be fine. I will tie Shadow's lead to the back of the carriage for now.
Okay.
And then the spell runs out after 10 minutes, so after that I won't be able to talk to him too much. But I'll explain to the other two horses that we're heading to Marzenber, that I'd be happy to drive them, and that we'll have a big old bushel of reward for them when we arrive in town. And then I will go someplace else to buy some apples before we leave.
Oh.
Not from this guy. This guy sucks.
Okay.
I also need some gold for that. Unless it's really cheap to buy.
Did you spend all of your last 100 gold on this horse? God fucking bless.
Amazing.
Just gorgeous.
I
Beautiful.
didn't able to
work.
mute myself because I'm dying laughing over here.
I have 123 copper left right now.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
That's
Okay.
a silver piece. I can afford apples.
Amazing.
Hey, I can afford an apple for a silver piece.
I want like 4 or 5. I want like a bushel.
Yeah, you're able to go to a nearby market stall and pick up. You can probably get.
Bushel apples.
Yeah, you could probably get. I don't know how many is in a bushel, but you can get a dozen for.
Like a basket and those apples.
Yeah, but how many's in a basket? Yeah, okay, you can get a basket of apples for like a silver 5 copper.
I am so broke. Cool. All right, that's all my shenanigans for now.
Okay, coming back with a full basket worth of apples.
And I will give one to each of the 3 horses.
You can't hear it
Because my spell is expired.
because your spell is expired. Never mind, we'll just leave it up to the imagination.
Shadow gives a look to the other horses, and the other horses just go.
yeah, pretty much.
You can tell that deep down inside, Shadow really enjoyed that apple, even though he's pretending not to.
Yeah, he'll do some things for an apple.
God, if I need to, fine.
Right?
Num 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 num.
Oh my god.
Okay. As you all pile into the carriage and head out the eastern gate.
The best animal interactions.
You know what? I never expect them, but you surprise me with it every time. Okay.
With animal spells is a weapon against the DM. I'm convinced.
Okay, where you guys spend the remainder of the day traveling. Is there any, do you travel, actually, you had said that we just needed to get out from the city.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What did you intend to do with Shadow?
I was gonna ask the guys first. Talk to the party members. It's like I kind of picked up this one on a whim. He seemed eager to be free. If it's okay with y'all, I'd like to let him go as soon as we're safe. Yeah, I understand he's a wild beast and there are dangers out there, but he's used to that, and hopefully.
I mean,
We only planned on 2 horses.
yeah.
Yeah, you would know more about this than I would, so if you're fine with it, then
I'm allowed. I mean, it's the circle of life. If he wants to go out and risk it in the entire world, then he can.
I mean, I don't think you're getting your money back. So.
I wasn't planning on. So I will actually use a spell slot to cast Speak with Animals again.
Okay.
And I will go over to Shadow. As soon as we're like halfway between, and it's like actual like forested areas and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'll give him another apple too. On my way over there to talk to him, I'll come with an apple. All right, Shadow. You had requested the ability to be a free spirit. I'm giving you the choice. You can, and I'll untie his halter and untie the rope and stuff like that. You can run off into the dark wilderness now, or you're welcome to kind of hang out with us if you'd like.
I want to correct you on one thing that you said. I don't want to be a free spirit. I am a free spirit. And nothing you can do will ever take that away from me.
So you can choose to be a free spirit in the woods, or you could be a free spirit with us. Up to you. Giving you the choice.
Bless Jesus Christ.
That apple, that was pretty good. You got any more of those where you're going?
Absolutely. We got apples, we got carrots, there's some cucumbers. I got a whole garden I'm working on. We're gonna have lots of vegetables. And fruits.
All right, listen. I'll come with you guys. It's all right being out here. It's not the forest, and there's not waterfalls or anything like that, but this ain't so bad.
I tell you what, Shadow, you hang out with me, we'll get you to a waterfall. May not be tomorrow, but we'll get you to one.
I'll take that deal.
Would you like the halter back on?
I don't need it. I'll follow if you let me.
A wild spirit. I get it. I understand. Ardu over here is a wild spirit too. You know, he's a dragon spirit, but he's also the same. He hangs out with me because he likes me, not because he has to.
Can I choose to leave anytime I want?
Absolutely. Cross my heart. You are not my pet. You are not a prisoner. You're a free spirit.
All right, you won't put me in a cage or anything?
We have stables that you can sleep in and stuff like that, but I can teach you how to unlatch it. Won't be any locks or anything. Well, okay, there might be a lock, but it's to keep people from coming and bothering you than it is to keep you in. Because you're gorgeous, and I swear some of them try to steal you, and we don't want that.
You.
But you let me know you want to leave, and I'll let you out whenever you want.
All right.
You can even go riding sometimes.
I'll
when we're
pass.
around. Okay.
I'll go running, but riding? Nah.
Well, I'd ride Ardu because he's my familiar, right alongside us.
Oh. Well, that's different. Yeah, I could do that. You want to see how fast I can go? I haven't shown anybody this in a really long time.
Sure. That sounds
Break a
awesome.
leg.
Hey guys, Shadow's gonna show us how fast he can run.
Don't put any additional
Oh.
pressure on me like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I just thought it was impressive that you were gonna show off.
I'm not performing for anybody.
Yes.
This horse is definitely gonna break a leg.
If you don't want to run, it's no. I understand. I put too much pressure on you.
I'm a free spirit. I'm gonna do it anyways. And he takes off running. It is
While he's doing his donuts or whatever he's doing, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to the other horses and I'm like, I understand he's an idiot. I get it. It's fine. But the other guy was gonna hurt him, and I needed to save him because I'm nice like that. So we're kind of stuck with him. And I give the other two horses apples as well.
and they graciously take them and nah, he's not that bad. He's just kind of ruins the fun sometimes.
You know,
Go ahead.
honestly, if you take the whole thing as kind of a joke, it's actually extra funny.
And the horses motion over to you and like gesture off in the direction of Shadow. You can tell you've been around horses enough. This horse is not fast. It is disappointingly slow. Shadow.
From the carriage, Riker just says, Miss Arsis, when is he gonna go fast?
He's trying his best.
Wait, he's trying to go fast? Are you sure?
Yeah. He's been through
You
a
should have
lot.
got the one with the racing spots instead.
We did.
Oh.
It's like, you know, when a horse is really going fast, their strides really long and lots of power. This is more like just the strides just aren't there. So it's his legs
What
are
about
moving
other
really, really
horses'
fast.
names?
We'll just say
Obviously, one
Ed.
has to be Spots now.
Yeah. Do you want to give them names, or because I was just gonna call them Ed and Eddie, but you can give them different names if you want.
If there was, if Shadow was Ed, and Eddie, it would be fine. But no, I think Spots has to be the Racing Spots one, and let's call the other one a stupid horse name, huh? Like Chestnut or something.
What was that, Rin?
I'm trying to get it to
It's not liking
Hang
the
on.
it's not liking the
X
consonant.
sound.
X.
Axe.
Axe.
Oh, like the body spray.
Because he's anxious. So axe.
Okay, that one's a stretch, but I'll give it to you. Shadow comes back. How did it feel?
It's a soft golf clap.
There's not many people get to witness that. Maybe I'll show you again sometime.
Yeah, when we're running the wilds.
Yeah.
Like Arsis is gonna make fun of him in Draconic to me or something like that was. It's like I know. That's it. That's all I wanted. I wanted to give him the opportunity to leave if he wanted to. I didn't think he would though. I don't think he's an actual wild horse. I think he thinks he is.
He needs people to think he's a wild horse.
Right, and I'm feeding into his delusions, so it's fine. He's gonna live a very comfortable, happy life at our stables.
He returns off to the.
Can he keep up with the carriage though? Like legitly.
Yeah, otherwise you guys would have just been dragging him the whole time. No, he can keep up. He's not like that slow. But
it's just his fast is not very fast. His max speed is just a little bit above normal speed.
He's got a second gear. He doesn't have a third.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Okay, that's all. That's all the shenanigans I wanted.
No, that's perfect. And you guys ride through the night, right? You guys don't stop to rest along the road? Because
I mean,
you left relatively late in the day. It was 10 a.m. when you first got out, and then you shopped around, and then you went and bought some apples, and so you probably
left around noon or something.
Yeah, you'd be getting there, a little. I guess I'll say you guys could get there by midnight, so you wouldn't be traveling too long in the dark.
That sounds good.
Okay.
I'm happy to ride ahead with my ability to see in the night. So.
Okay. What is it? Is it what's -5 to your perception? Your passive perception.
My passive?
Yeah.
Like an 18, 17?
Okay.
2 minus 5, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay.
But I also have dark vision, haha.
You guys continue on through the night. Is there anything that you discuss while in your carriage? Relaxing? You don't have to. We're free to skip. I just wanted to give you the opportunity before you ended up at your house.
Rin would probably ask Riker what the Queen wanted to talk to him about.
Riker just shrugs and says, family matters.
Oh, that's right, because nobody
Things
knows.
Right with your dad? Yeah.
Riker just like pauses and says, I mean, physically, yes. Spiritually, that has yet to be determined.
That's fair. He's never had the sunniest attitude. I'm sure finding his child in the middle of a high-powered heist was not great.
Honestly, it's not the most pissed off I've seen him, but yeah, he was not happy about it.
I'm sorry, Riker. I didn't think of that when you started planning this whole thing.
I knew about it going in. There's nothing to apologize about. It was always a possibility. I guess I just need to, I don't know, reminisce for a little bit.
Fair, take the time you need.
Okay. Eventually, the night goes by. By the streets, I mean the road traveled was relatively quiet. There were a few caravans moving in between Marzember and Suzail along the Dragonmere. You could see the vast water from some parts of the journey where the trail wound close to the coast. You could smell the sea itself. Eventually, you make it to Mars Ember. Maybe you didn't notice it before because you were traveling from one sea or one city to the other, going from Arabelle to Mars Ember to Suzail and back. But man, the fresh air, it's nice. And you can tell that the quality of the air just within the city of Mars Ember is poorer than that of the surrounding areas, or even that of Suzail itself. And so the stench sort of hits you subtly and then more strongly as you enter in the main portion of the city and travel back to your home.
Miss Wren,
Yeah?
how about we sell the mansion and get a cabin in the woods?
You know, when this whole thing with the Zentrum is over, I'm okay with that.
Sammy, overhearing that, how do you feel about the potential displacement of your family?
Big cabin.
We can sell it to Sammy's family.
You think they can afford that?
You don't
Sammy
have to
is
sell it for the whole
taking
thing.
notes.
We give them the friends and family discount. Like, give us a gold piece. It's yours.
Look,
Huh?
Sammy's dad can just take on another loan, and then you take that money to buy the mansion.
Yeah.
Okay, but so if we're gonna buy a cabin in the woods, we have to sell the mansion for some kind of real boy money.
No, because we can build the cabin in the woods. There's plenty of resources out there.
Furniture?
Yeah, woodworking. Just a skill we have to get Riker better at.
Rin can woodwork. She's not gonna build a whole house worth of furniture.
That's why I volunteered Riker. But you'd have help.
Look at Riker.
Right, Riker looks up, just says no, and continues to stare out the window.
It's just silly banter on the way in.
Parking your carriage inside of your personal stables attached to the house. All on the
Making sure our stables have fresh hay and that the horses are comfortable and all that stuff, and rub them down and do all the normal horse girl shit.
Okay. Cleaning them up. The rest of you having dealt with a long day. Even though you're riding in a carriage, it's tough. There are probably even some spots where you'd want to get out and stretch your legs just from being cramped for 8+ hours of just sitting on hardwood inside of the carriage.
Sammy will probably try to fix that and go into the mansion and take some cushions and throw them into the cart for next time. Or the carriage.
Okay. You see a folded up piece of paper on the dining room table. It's really late, so your mother is and the children are sleeping. Anyone that approaches and opens it will see that it's a handwritten note from Tilo. It reads, "I'm sorry guys, I can't be your servant anymore or help out. I've been reassigned. They said that I'm not allowed to do this anymore for you guys. So you'll be servantless. but I'll always be across the street in case you need me.
Pretty low.
Not that anybody needs it outside of Arceus, but you can all gain the benefits of a long rest. And you can regain your spell slots. With the new day and the suspense of the repercussions of your actions behind you, what's the next leg of your journey? What do you do?
Well, Rin's got a sister that apparently might have some info, so.
Yeah,
I
but
think that's the
she's
next-
supposed to invite us to a whole dinner to talk about this lead, so Rin could write to Larissa and ask, we're very excited to see you again soon. When would you like to meet next? So she'd probably do that in the morning if nothing comes.
Okay. How do you deliver the letter?
Hmm.
Do you
We
send
don't
it?
have a
Do you send it
servant
to
anymore.
a courier and then
Yeah.
have them send it over? Okay, it's relatively cheap.
How much? A couple silver, a couple copper? What's the cost to me?
I mean, you could always take it to the door.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to be like too presumptuous.
Mailbox?
Sure, Rin can walk herself to her sister's mailbox. That's fine.
Okay. Is there anybody accompanying Rin, or Rin, do you just go on your own?
I mean, Rin would leave it open.
I would go. Yeah, Ardu and I can go. If you want, we can ride. Go a little faster.
Oh yeah.
You can either set up the horses for
Horses.
you, or you can ride Ardu with me.
It's city, but you guys have been traversing it by foot for quite some time now. It's not that big.
Yeah.
But you're welcome to take the horses if you would like.
Rin
Traveling,
would probably want to go by foot.
anybody that wants to accompany you can chime in and say that you went if she's leaving it open. But as you approach the familiar Elaine's Manor,
Becker would have joined as well, just...
you would have? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, now
Well, everyone's dying.
the entire
Now it's a party.
entourage
The entire
journeying,
gang- the gang
walking
goes to a
up.
mailbox.
opening up the mailbox and shoving the letter in.
And then walking away.
Slam that mailbox shut. We are here. We did it.
There is a mailbox outside of the gates of the fenced estate. As you approach, there are bushes that line an overwhelming majority of the sides. Small gaps between them can be found, similar to when you saw the previous Zentarim agent that you were following handing over the piece of paper to the guard that was guarding the storeroom off the side of the Elance Manor after you left the tavern. Similarly, when you go to place the letter inside of the mailbox, you can see the attached storage room with what appears to be a guard opening the door with his back turned towards you, and you can somewhat see inside to find... Give me a perception check. I'll allow all of you to make a perception check should you choose to.
Finally.
Okay.
Jack sees nothing.
Jack was distracted by something else, or maybe even just standing in the back of the group at the time. But a loud clattering comes from that storage room as it appears that the guard fumbled on something, and it draws your attention to the area for you to see that within that storage room still appears to be the dragon egg. And as you're standing there staring for a moment, and the guard finishes up with what they were doing, and they shut the door and they turn around, would you still be standing there at the mailbox?
Yes, because I didn't see anything.
Okay.
But
I will look at Rin and see what she wants to do.
Ren has the mailbox like half open already, just as
She's just like, what's going on over there? Like a little like frozen in curiosity and confusion.
The guard yells out at you, standing there. Hey! What are you doing?
Just delivering a letter for my sister.
You don't look like the normal courier to me.
That's because I'm not. It's direct delivery for my sister.
I didn't even know she had a sister.
Most people don't.
How do I know you're really her sister? And he's walking closer to the gate near where the mailbox is.
I'll probably step forward at that point, and say, if you don't want, or if you want to find out, why don't you grab that letter and take it to her sister?
If it's her sister, why doesn't she just deliver it directly to her?
Because she doesn't want to presume anything.
Who are you,
That is
her,
why a
her
letter.
brother?
No, I'm not
Fate.
her.
Look,
Yeah.
can you just take this letter in for her? I'm trying to be polite. We're new to knowing each other.
He takes it. You know she's normally at the King's Tower at this time. It is working
I do.
hours.
That's why I delivered it to her house.
Seems to me that if you...
At
All
this
right.
point, Ardu's gonna stand like right up to him and just huff in his face.
He puts his hand on his sword that's at his side. Hey, beast! Sticks his finger up. Don't you
Let's just
come
be
any closer.
She's got the letter. Let's get out of here. This thug doesn't know anything.
Maybe you should get his name and badge number and tell your sister how helpful he was.
Maybe you should get his name and badge number.
Rin's already walking away. She's not giving this guy any more of her time.
Ardu, he's not tasty. You can tell he eats poorly.
Oh god. He says some explicitives that for everybody's sanity I will not repeat on here, but it is in poor taste while he is grabbing his member, and he turns to walk inside, and
I think it was in regards to he tastes poorly, I'm sure.
something, yes. Anyways, after delivering the letter, you return home.
We got nothing else. I mean, we got the... Okay, all right. What do we know about these guys as we're walking back? We know
I
that,
will say that with your high passive perceptions, you would see that even though that it's been a few days since you had last been there, looking down to the end of Osrul's Wharf, where you had originally stolen your things, you can see that area has been barricaded off, and it appears that it is under guard by members of the Navy, and it does not look like they are conducting any more business out of that area.
Right.
Just as
so
a
just
heads
talking
up.
to the group, yeah. What do we know about this Ventrum people? So we know that they had some sort of dealings with the water temple church thing.
Deep
and-
greenhouse.
Yep, and then we know about the underground docks. We found at least 2 of them where they were conducting illicit business. And then there was the one guy that Herc arm wrestled in the tavern. Was that the tavern? And they fell through the hole in the floor? But he's left town, so he's not a lead any longer.
At least he left town for a little while. We sent him back to his mother. That suggestion only lasted 12 hours, though.
And then there's a bunch of them in Suzail that are pretending to be this guild that's supposed to make people's lives better, which obviously is not going to happen. So the only actionable lead we have at the moment, besides your sister, is the water temple, right?
Yeah, going back there would. Yeah, that's the only other place we know that they are currently.
We do know that they broke into. I don't have. Can you put the Marsember map up for my little brain
Yeah.
to remember where things are?
Sawtooth, or whatever his name was.
Yeah, there's Salt Cloak, which if we could find him, because they broke in to the what were they? They were at the docks.
Yeah, the docks over here in this area.
I guess, yeah, the docks. Yeah. So, if we could find old Salt Cloak, perhaps we could get something out of him from that. We ran into him on Osrul's Wharf one night. Maybe he frequents around here. We could come back.
If you remember.
Didn't the guy in the tower say he was best friends?
Oh, yeah.
He did.
I know where he is at.
Remembering the gentleman in the tower whose stories you loved so much that you stuck around to listen to them. Psych. He does not know. You might be able to figure something out. But he had never left the tower, and he only knows Salt Cloak as somebody that comes and visits to play games and share stories and drink booze. But always worth a shot. There's
Then
the
I
coordinates.
guess
Go ahead.
If we go to the water temple, what do we do then?
I mean, we try what we did last time, trail some Centrum back to another hideout.
Well, maybe Miss Ring can, convince one of them to take us where their hideout is.
Maybe
I could
if
certainly
we-
try. Go ahead,
What?
Jack.
Oh, I was just gonna say we could see what the meeting with your sister would yield first, before risking more bullshit by just going back to the temple again.
I'm okay with that too.
It might make sense to just, I don't know, lay low for a few days after what just happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Laying low it is
Few days.
until. Go ahead.
See you. Yeah. I'm just same thing. Like lay low for a few days, see if and when we can get a dinner at the Lance house. Seems like the right next move.
Okay. you all make your way back to the house. Sammy's mother, Rose, is cooking up a nice roast for everyone. And as you're sitting down to share a meal with everyone around, you hear at the door extremely loud banging or knocking. It does not let up.
Is any one of us expecting company?
Oh, and I will get up from my seat and I'll go to the
I
door.
produced my sword yet. Nope.
Who's the one that opens the door? Or do you open the door?
Yep, I open the door.
I'll come in from the back and kind of, what was that?
As you open the door, you're faced with a towering figure, at least a few inches taller than you, broad shoulders and military uniform. Where's my son?
Is it Edwin?
Yes.
We're sitting down and having dinner right now.
Rin pops in. Would you like to join us?
No. Send my son to the door, please.
Well, I think he's going to eat his dinner, but you can join us if you would like to.
And Sammy will grab the first stool that he sees and puts it outside the door. You can wait.
I'll wait. And he takes a seat.
I'll leave the door open in case he changes his mind. But make my way back to the table. Sit down and... Riker, your father's at the door.
Riker's like in the middle of eating something. He just goes, "Oh, okay, that's totally fine." Just like,
No.
What?
You'll stay there. You'll eat your food. Don't worry. We gave him the opportunity. He's going to be patient.
what did you tell him?
I told him he could come to dinner, and Sammy told him or he could wait. He chose to wait.
So, enjoy your dinner. As a matter of fact, and he's going to push the roast closer to Riker. I insist on seconds. Maybe even thirds.
Tried to break the boy? Eat that much, he's gonna explode.
Take your time.
I really don't think you guys just realized what you did, but okay, I'll finish my.
What did we do? I didn't do nothing. It was all Sammy.
You know who you told off, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm very aware.
Yes. Yeah, I remember.
Because
coming up to us.
I'm in enough
hold on.
trouble with him. I don't want you guys to also be in trouble with him.
Just a second, though, John. Our dining area next to our kitchen, is it a place where if the door was left open, he'd be able to hear us chatting?
Probably.
It's, I don't know. I'd say it's probably about 30 feet away. There's a long hallway with the stables on one side and then a large dining area on the other. But the hallway itself is relatively long, and then the dining area is also relatively big. So you would have some. If you were talking loudly, yes, he could hear.
Yeah.
But if
Okay.
you're just talking in a normal talking voice, it would be difficult to understand.
Okay, just I thought it'd be funny if he could hear us.
Yeah. For sure.
Anyway.
Who knows what I rolled behind the screen?
And then Riker's just like looking down at his food and says, I think I've lost my appetite for right now. I'll be right back.
Hey, do you want one of us or any of us to go? I mean, Bryn's good talking. To support you.
I appreciate it, but I feel like I know why he's here, and I think I'll be okay with it.
Rin touches his shoulder and gives him a Bardic.
I will probably need that.
You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna run out to the garden. I'm gonna grab a rock in case he gets feisty.
Thanks.
What are you gonna
Riker
do with
just
that rock, Arsis?
Right?
It's Riker.
He just like puts it.
What's Riker gonna do with the rock?
Whatever Riker wants to do with the rock, he can use it as a worry stone. He can use it to bash his father in the face. It's really a choice.
Boo! I have a strength of 8. I ain't bashing no one's face in with this. But Riker will.
It can also be a worry stone.
Riker will make his way to the door, peek us outside, see Edwin sitting down, and just say, hey?
He stands up quickly to attention. You left.
Yeah?
Are you mad at me?
We're gonna have this conversation. And then Riker just like closes the door, and just says, look, I know what I read. I'm not sure what to think, but I also don't know exactly what happened. So in your words, can you just tell me what happened?
It's a long story.
I have all night.
I didn't always have this title. And the house that you grew up in, is not the house you were born in. After you were born, and I was away, after my leave of being able to be with you when you were first born, tore me apart having to be away that long. I was out for 6 months at a time. I was stationed in this little shithole town. The murder had happened so long ago, and I was still asked to investigate it. And they weren't very clean with their work.
Well, what did you find out?
You're familiar with the Alance family, and I know you are because I know that you've been working with Larissa, and I know you're familiar with them, at least because Rin is so close with Delman. And by close, I mean has a deep resentment towards him. And I know what the Alance family does to the mothers of their bastard children.
And
when I approached them to make the arrest, they made a counteroffer.
that counteroffer being...
Listen, it was your mother and I, and she was doing her best, and I had a moment of weakness, and I just...
How much gold was it?
It was a lot of gold. I don't even know how they had that much gold.
And which members of the Lance family did you do your business with?
Well, the lords specifically in that area were Renslayer and you know, the elderly woman, Del Martina. She... Renslayer's Delman's older brother. So I was going to arrest Renslayer, and he offered me 80,000 gold.
Yeah,
I don't know
that is
if
a
you've ever
significant
seen that much, but it's generational wealth, and it allowed me to quickly vault my way up the hierarchy and be able to afford you to send you to mage school or wherever you wanted to go, and sponsor any of that. And I know it didn't always work out, and I put a lot of pressure on you, and that pressure largely because of my guilt over how that money came, and I didn't ever want to put that burden on you. That was my guilt to bear, but that guilt was channeled through just wanting you to be great. I wanted my greatest regret in life to have meaning or purpose.
So if I have this straight, you struck a deal to look the other way. The queen herself knows about this, and there's been no punishment, nothing? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the lessons you always taught me was to take responsibility for my actions. Accept the punishments.
It's different up here.
Is it different only because it's you?
Nobles play by different rules, different laws.
And that excuses what happened.
It doesn't excuse it.
Edwin, I'm not going to. Your secret's not going to spill out. You've been honest with me, and I appreciate that. And I wish I would have learned this information another way, but I'm glad to have learned it at some point. But really, if you come looking for forgiveness or advice on what to do, I would honestly just say take your own advice and take responsibility for what happened.
Have you told your companion?
No, none of them know yet.
I think he goes by Jack now, but
Wait, what about Jack?
Sorry, I guess you didn't have the opportunity to read it as closely as I thought you did, but I guess if I'm taking responsibility for my actions, I guess I have to start with the truth then. Your companion, Jack, is the child of the mother that was slain.
Yeah, I remember when Riker first read it. He read about the child, but I think you said he couldn't make the connection.
Because the name that was on there was different.
Yeah. Yep.
And he says it now. Stone, any bastard in Cormyr has the surname Stone, and Gordon. I don't even think he ever knew his real name. But part of the money that I was given by Renslayer went to that family to help raise him. And when he eventually decided to try to take his vengeance against House Alance, he was sentenced to death. And I thought that was an extremely unjust punishment. And so I had prodded a cleric of Church of Ilmater to step in and threatened Renslayer that if he followed through with this execution, then money be damned, I would arrest him. And with that threat, he allowed him to live, and I made sure that his sentence was reduced.
Well, what I'll say is from my perspective, didn't make up for it, but that was a good thing you did. But I'm also not the one you need to talk to about this. We both know where Jack is right now.
I suppose if that's the direction that this needs to go, I've already interrupted your meal. I'll be back, I promise. Let me step away to a tavern and calm my nerves. I won't get drunk.
Look, I think we were almost done with our meal anyway. Can I just go grab Jack?
Oh, God.
It would be difficult for me to face him knowing what I know and not mentioning anything, and I think he needs to hear this from you.
How are you guys doing on time? Do you wanna finish this out, or do you want to pick up next session?
I'm fine leaving the dramatic moment
Okay.
here and then picking it up.
Also, that works too.
Makes you want to
Okay.
hit play on the
Fine with
next episode.
All right,
Put
we'll
that
pick up
cliffhanger.
there next time.